Welcome back, people. Welcome back.
We are back once again to lay witness to another basketball game. Tonight, the New York Knicks are not playing, so I'll welcome you for joining me here this afternoon on this holiday day, this special of days, turning over a new year. Thank you for hanging out with me here tonight. Tonight, we're watching the Oklahoma City Thunder play the Minnesota Timberwolves. We got Isaiah Hartenstein, we got Dante DiVincenzo, we got Julius Randle. Got a couple of Knicks, a couple of former Knicks, one of which I will be hate watching tonight. You guys know how I feel. But as for everybody else, root for Dante. If you guys didn't know, Dante's been hooping. Dante has sort of found his center. He is hooping right now. He's knocking down threes at the same rate, the same clip he was knocking down threes with the Knicks. It seems like Dante's back. Dante's Inferno will reign once more out there in Minnesota this time and not in the Big Apple, New York City. So I'm interested because of two reasons. Number one, we got an OKC game coming up. I don't have it up on the board because it's technically still December. I still got the December board still up. We'll change it over to January tomorrow. But we got this OKC game coming up. We play Utah first on the 1st tomorrow. And then we have a day off. And then we play this Oklahoma City Thunder team on the 3rd of January, starting off the new year with a bang. We got a little cupcake against the Jazz. Hopefully that's a revenge game. Hopefully we get a rest in. Hopefully not everybody's out partying here tonight in the city. But we get to scout OKC a little bit and how they're playing and what they're doing. We've watched a couple of OKC games. We know what they're about. SGA is going to be tough. Jalen Williams is going to be tough. It will be at OKC though, so they're not going to come out and play the way a lot of star visitors like to play at the Garden when they go all out. So they'll have that at least. And although we played Minnesota once already this year, we do play them again in January. And the angry, rollicking Minnesota Timberwolves with Dante DiVincenzo finding himself again, Julius Randle playing a little bit better, and that team overall playing a little bit better. Coming back to the Garden for their Garden returns. Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo will be looking to light it up the way Julius Randle looked to light it up the last time they saw each other. So we get an interesting battle here tonight. Vertify, Susan, Mark, appreciate everybody. What's popping? Knicks 25-26. What's popping, my guy? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Starting lineup is going to be the usual starting lineup for the Timberwolves. You got Conley, you got Edwards, you got McDaniels, you got Randall, and you got Gobert. Same starting lineup for the OKC Thunder as well. You can have SGA, you can have J-Dub, Hartenstein. Why am I forgetting their other starters? Put it up for me. Put it up for me, stream. Why am I forgetting their other starters? Who's their power forward? J-Dub, technically, I guess, right? Anyway, you know what they're about. Case and Wallace in the starting lineup outside of, they used to start as AHL, but Case and Wallace has been the starter the last handful of games. Along with Lou Dort. There it is, Lou Dort. But the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Cleveland Cavaliers have gone out to the best records in the league. And the Thunder on a 10-game winning streak. Is it 11 now or is it still 10? Either way, they have not lost in a long time. The last loss was a loss that technically didn't count. It was when they lost the NBA Cup game to the Milwaukee Bucks. But if they continue to win, and the Knicks continue to win, we will see a battle of the two longest winning streaks in the NBA going at it. Going at it. Dutch B, what's up, Dutch? K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? Interested to see how this goes? Me too. Me too. Nice, good Christmas Eve game. We do got college football on, but I'm not going to lie. If I got the option to watch a good basketball game versus watching a good football game, I'm choosing basketball 10 times out of 10. That's just me, though. Dutch B, happy New Year's to you, my brother. In about 4 hours. About 4 hours, we're going to turn the year over to 2025, and hopefully it's a much better year than 2024. Hopefully. But here we go. 14-0 PSU over Boise State. Oof. Oof. So it may not end up being a good game. Those college football playoff games have not been good anyway. All right, here we go off with the tip. OKC wins it, and Lou Dort will bring it down. Dort has it up top, being guarded by Randall. Coming to his right off the screen. Kicks it out to Harnstein. Harnstein up top, hands it off to J-Dub. Coming to his right. Kicks it out. Dort catches, pump fakes, driving to his left on McDaniel. Stops short, puts it up, mid-range jumper in the paint. Hits the front of the rim and gets a nice friendly roll as it falls through the basket for the first basket of the game. 1 up, 1 down, 2-0. Early here in the first quarter as we're getting it started. Randall has it up top, being guarded by J-Dub. Randall gets it over to Edwards, catches, swings through to his right, driving it down, goes up against Harnstein. Can't finish with the lefty layup, but they do call a foul. Foul, I believe, is going to be on Harnstein, who was the contester at the rim. Maybe it was Lou Dort contesting from the back. Either way, it's going to end up in 2 free throws for Anthony Edwards. Both teams scoring off of their first offensive possessions here. Edwards does knock down his first free throw. Edwards knocked down the first one. He's got one more coming. Goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. Tied at 2. Here comes OKC. Bringing it down against Edwards. Gets it over to Harnstein up top, hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Edwards, gets it over to Wallace, driving to his right on Conley, flips it up at the basket with a floater, can't get it to go. Randall with the rebound. Randall will be bringing it down. Case and Wallace trying to pressure full court, gets his hand on the ball, knocks it away, takes it right out of his hands, kicks it out to Dort as the trailer, pump fakes, blown past Conley, goes up. Ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. It's going back to the Timberwolves. Unless they're going to give it back, they are going to give it back to the Thunder there. Yeah, I wouldn't want Julius Randle bringing the ball down against Case and Wallace. If I'm Anthony Edwards, if I'm Mike Conley, you got to come back and get that ball, man. You got to come back and get that ball. And Randle can't be so soft with it. You're too big, too strong. Go right into his chest. J-Dub's going to inbound it. Gets it into SGA, being guarded by McDaniel. Stop, step back, fall away, mid-range jumper. Ooh, nothing but net for SGA. He is automatic with those, man. Conley bringing it down. Fakes the handoff, gets it over to Gobert, back to Conley. Conley coming to his right, steps back behind the screen, puts up an open 3, splashes it at the net. Okay, both these teams going back and forth. I like it. I like it. J-Dub bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by Edwards. Coming to his left off a Harnstein screen. Hesitation move, stop, pocket pass to Harnstein. Little flip shot in the paint, in and out, can't get it to go. Edwards with the rebound, he's bringing it down. Edwards has it up top. Dort's going to pick him up. Coming to his left off a high Gobert screen. Pocket pass over to McDaniels. He's going to drive it down. Kicks, tried to get it over to Gobert. Nice hands from J-Dub, who came over on the rotation. Now here comes SGA and running. Throws the lob. Bad pass from SGA. Conley able to get it. Hit the rim. And he threw the lob over to Wallace. Not a good decision from SGA. Now Randall has it up top. Going right into Dort. Backing him down. Backing him down. Stops, turns, fall away over him. Not a good shot. Can't get it to go. J-Dub rips the rebound away from his teammate Harnstein. Here comes J-Dub, has it up top, being guarded by McDaniels. Coming to his right, stopping, pulling it back, now over to Harnstein in the paint. Goes right into Gobert, stops, turns, flips it up with the right hand. Can't get the hook shot to go. McDaniels with the rebound. Here comes Edwards. Edwards up top. SGA is going to pick him up this time, and Edwards is going to stop. Coming to his right off a Gobert screen. Coming to his left, stop, leans in, kicks it out. McDaniels, left wing 3, wide open. They daring him to shoot, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Dort has it. Good box out on McDaniels, not allowing him to get his own rebound. And Dort bringing it down on the right wing. He's going to stop and pop over Randall, who's daring him to shoot. Hit the side of the backboard, not even close. So we had some good offensive possession at the start, and now both teams faltering a little bit here as we continue the game. Edwards on the right wing, being guarded by J-Dub. Blown past the defense, stops, turns, spins in the paint. Surrounded by defenders. Has to get it out to Gobert. He's got no option. Stops, turns, pivots. He's got no option. Kicks it out to Conley. 5 on the shot clock. Dancing with it. Coming to his right up the Gobert screen. Hesitation move. Cross court. Kicks it out. Randall, left wing 3, wide open. Splashes it, nothing but net. That's good patient offense right there. They worked it around until they found the shot that they were comfortable with. SGA bringing it down against McDaniels. McDaniels a good defender. Interested to see how he matches up with SGA here. SGA coming off a couple of screens, gets to the basket, knocks down the righty scoop layup, circling himself around the defense there, not allowing them to get comfortable at all, not allowing one guy to defend him. Forcing communication on the defensive side. Randall spins off the door, getting into the paint, leaves it off to Gobert. A little flip shot way off. What was that, Rudy Gobert? Don't take that shot, buddy. J-Dub bringing it down, puts up a A pull-up three in transition, can't get it to go. Edwards with the rebound, he's bringing it down. Edwards has it up top, gets it over to Gobert, back to Edwards. Edwards on the right wing, dancing around the screen, puts it up over Hartenstein on the right wing, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. SGA ends up with it, and here comes the Thunder. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Edwards. Coming to his left, blowing past Edwards, gets all the way to the basket, and knocks down a lefty scoop layup. Bad defense from Edwards. Ooh, wrong team. Tied at 8. Conley has it up top. Being guarded by SGA. Dancing with it. Now coming to his right off a Gobert screen. Driving it down. Puts up a righty floater. Gets it to go. Conley, known for being ambidextrous, can knock down them floaters and them layups around the basket with either hand. That time he got it to go with the right hand, even though he's a lefty. Okay, Hazy said Gobert thinks he's a shooter. I don't know, what decision was that? Edwards gave him a nice pass, or Randall shoveled it over to him. That's when you got to catch it and do what Hartenstein does. When you don't have space, this is how you know you're a good, smart offensive player. If you catch it at a range that you're not comfortable taking a shot with, you got to get that and then go right towards the guard and go for the handoff, because you got to keep that offense moving. You can't think too much about it. Don't catch that and flip it to the basket. You know you can't shoot no floaters, Gobert. What shot is that? What shot is that? That is what the defense is hoping you do with that ball in that situation. Either way, both of these teams going back and forth, though. I love it. Susan, I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. K. Hazy said Conley has been hearing the noise after the last several stinkers. He's out to prove himself. I think he's just old, though, too. Like, you know, like, sometimes you wake up and you just don't got the legs, man. You know? We know what Conley's capable of. He's 37 years old. He's been in the league forever at this point. And I think it's mostly a byproduct of the fact that he just does not have the legs anymore to do it consistently. He should not be a starting point guard. He should absolutely be their backup guard at this point in his career. But they have not invested in too many guards, man. Part of the reason why they traded a ton of assets to trade up to get Rob Dillingham in this last year's draft is like, okay, well, we need a guard moving forward. Because they thought Conley can give them maybe one more year this year. And he really hasn't. He really hasn't. He is not a starting point guard in the league anymore. But he is their best option right now. I'm really interested tonight to see Dante DiVincenzo with my own eyes. I've been seeing the box scores. I've been seeing the highlights. He's really starting to hoop again, regaining form to what he did last season with the Knicks. It took him a little bit longer than I think people thought, people expected, but here he is. So let's see if he can continue that play. Maybe it's just a hot streak. Maybe it's him regaining form. Most likely it's him regaining form, but I can't wait to watch him here tonight myself. And we're back into it. Dort has it up top, gets over to Hartenstein, being guarded by Gobert. Hands it off to Wallace with Conley chasing. He's coming to his left off the handoff. Gets into the paint, puts up a floater, comes up short, fight for the rebound. Wallace able to secure it and then throws it off of Randall. It'll remain with the Thunder. Ball will remain with the Thunder here. Both teams still have their same five starters out. Wallace on the left wing, driving it down, stops, pocket pass to Hartenstein, coming down the lane, knocked out of his hands, and they're going to call it out of bounds off of Hartenstein. I love to see Hartenstein fail. That's just me, though. It's just me. I love to see Hartenstein fail. I'm hate watching Hartenstein tonight. Randall bringing it down, has it on the right wing. Gets it over to Edwards up top, being guarded by Dort, coming to his right up the Randall screen. Stops, kicks it out to Randall. Randall up top, driving to his right into the chest of J-Dub. Stops, turns, pump fake, leans in, now fall away in the paint. Too long, can't get it to go. Hartenstein with the rebound. Here comes SGA. SGA bringing it down against McDaniels. Has it up top, dancing around the Hartenstein screen, now snaking it to his left. Around the Hartenstein screen, steps back, pump fake, leans in, gets McDaniels in the air. SGA is just taking him to school right now. He is taking him to school right now, not even breaking a sweat. Said, I'm going to step back, hit him with this high pump fake, get him in the air. Especially after before, where he leaned to him, hit him with the step back, little mid-range fall away along the baseline. He said, if I hit him with the same move, except hit him with the pump fake this time, he's going to go flying. He's going to come flying right in. Because I already hit him with it one time. He knows I can knock this down. He's just playing mind games with McDaniels right now. SGA knocks down the first one. Approaching the halfway point here in the first quarter, 6:46 remaining of what I like to call the feel-out quarter. And SGA goes 2 for 2 with the foul line. As you'd expect, the knockdown free throw shooter. Conley bringing it down now. Conley has it up top, pulling it back out. Throws it over to Randall, being guarded by Wallace. Randall's going to back him down. Back him down, leans in, fall-away jumper in the paint, rattles it in. And he's looking for a foul call he didn't get. But 2 points is 2 points. Here comes the Thunder, looking to answer. Get it over to Jay Will, who's just subbed into the game for Hartenstein. Can't get it to go. McDaniels grabs the rebound. Edwards bringing it down. Has it up top. Coming to his right, dancing around the screen now. Now coming to his left. J-Dub switches onto him. Edwards looking to dance. Quick crossover to his left. Stopping, turning, spinning, leaning in. Kicks it out. McDaniels along the baseline, but gets called out of bounds before he drove it. On the catch. Ball going back to the Thunder off the turnover. Naj Reid is checking in for, I believe, Gobert. Naj Reid checking in for Gobert. Conley is also checking out. Alexander Walker is checked in as he guards J-Dub bringing it down. J-Dub has it up top, being guarded by Alexander Walker. They get it over to Wallace, running off some screens, puts it up, left wing, can't get it to go. Edwards got caught on a screen, giving him a wide open look, and he couldn't make him pay. Here comes Randall off the rebound. Has it up top, being guarded by Dort, swings it over to Reed. Now feeds over to Edwards in the post. Edwards being guarded by Wallace. He leans in. Jab step. Over to Reed. Reed driving to his left, putting his head down. Coming down the lane, flips it up with the left hand over Jay Will, gets it to go. Whoops. Wrong team again. It is 14-10. SGA coming to his left, attacking off the screen, gets into the paint, can't get it to go. Maybe Naj Reid looked like got a piece of it. Randall with the rebound, he's pushing it the other way. J-Dub's going to pick him up. Randall's going to spin off of him. Stops, turns, pass fake, ball knocked out of his hands. He goes out to recover. They swing it around. Edwards on the right wing, being guarded by Wallace. Edwards, he's going to be patient here. Jab step, hesitation move, spins to his right. Now he has him in the post. Backing him down. Shot clock winding down. Stops, turns, fall away jumper. Can't get it to go. SGA with the long rebound. He's pushing the other way. Wolves doing a good job of getting back on defense, but SGA is going to look to attack. Now kicks it out. Jay Will as the trailer for a three. Can't get that one to go. Edwards with the rebound. Coming into the game, firing away. Jay Will was 0 for 2 from three-point range to start. Randall hands it off to Reed. Reed's going to put his head down and attack, blowing past the defense, leaning in, draws the foul on Case and Wallace, but he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws as the layup couldn't go in. So Naj Reid is going to be at the foul line for 2 free throws. Mark said, how'd y'all like those Let's Go Knicks chants last night in D.C.? Incredible that the Knicks can really take over almost any arena on the East Coast, man. Almost any arena on the East Coast, the Knicks can take over. Naj Reid knocks down his first free throw. He's got one more coming. Naj Reid goes 2 for 2. Little 6-point lead for Minnesota here, 16-10 to start. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Alexander Walker. Another good defender by the Wolves. And he gets blocked by Edwards at the basket, but he's able to get it back, swings it out to Dort, and Dort makes him pay, knocking down the 3. And now pushing the other way quickly, DiVincenzo feeds over to Randall in the post. Backing down Dort. Randall in the paint, leans in, kicks it out the last second to Reed. He's going to fire a right wing 3. Reed can't answer the Dort 3. Here comes SGA. SGA bringing it down, being guarded by Alexander Walker, coming to his left, putting his head down, attacking, stopping, leaning in, goes up at the basket, gets it to go over DiVincenzo. And SGA is just, he is the entire offense for OKC right now. Nobody else really has it going. And AJ Mitchell knocks it out of Edwards' hands. They swing it around. Randall left corner three wide open. Too long, can't get it to go. Naj Reid steals the rebound away from Isaiah Joe. Feeds it back to Randall in the paint. Goes up against contact, can't get it to go. Randall with the tip, and he finally gets it to go down. And some bully ball down in the paint for the Timberwolves here. 18 to 15, 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. SGA bringing it down, being guarded by Alexander Walker. SGA coming to his left, stopping. Randall switches onto him. SGA has it up top. He's looking to dance and exploit this matchup. SGA, bounce pass over to Dort, catches, pump fakes, driving to his left, leans in, kicks it out. AJ Mitchell on the left wing, mishandled the pass, now he's going to drive it down. In the paint, now kicks it out to Dort. Dort with the shot clock winding down, comes up short on the three. DiVincenzo with the rebound, he's bringing it down, pushing the pace. DiVincenzo up top to Edwards. Being guarded by J-Will, they're going to show two. Now kicks it over to Reid. Reid on the right wing being guarded by Isaiah Joe. He's going to back down Isaiah Joe. He's got the huge size and strength advantage. Spins off of him, flips it up with the right hand. He gets it to go. And Naj Reid doing Naj Reid things. You can't guard him with a guard. You can't put a guard on Naj Reid. Reigning sixth man of the year, Naj Reid. AJ Mitchell, the rookie, has it up top, being guarded by DiVincenzo. Now gets it over to Joe. Swings it over to Dort. Dort on the left wing, hits Joe, cutting back. Dort goes up, gets the lefty layup to go over Alexander Walker. And a timeout here from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Wanted to talk a couple of things over. I get it. They got no answers for SGA to start this game, man. They got no answers. The Thunder have 17 points. I wouldn't be surprised if SGA has, I'd say more than half of them, if he's got 11 points right now. If I go down and check this box score, SGA he's 4 for 6 from the field. He's got 10 points. It was close. He's got 10 points. Outside of him, he's not getting too much help. Lou Dort has knocked down a three. He's got 5 total points, but outside of that, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the 10 points for SGA, the 5 points for Lou Dort, and Isaiah Joe with that last layup. Finally, somebody outside of those two guys scored. So overall, the Timberwolves are doing a really good job of keeping the ball just in SGA's hands. I don't think he can beat the Wolves all by himself, but we've seen crazier things. Not Joe, what's up, Not? Do you think the Knicks can beat the Thunder in the finals? If the Knicks make it to the finals, yes, I would pick the Knicks to beat the Thunder in the finals. They got some maneuvering to do, though. They have some depth issues to take care of. Tom Thibodeau has some trust issues to get over with. They got some work to do. They definitely have some work to do. The only thing OKC needs to do is get healthy with Chet Holmgren. That's pretty much it. Checking back in here. Kenrich Williams has checked in. Isaiah Hartenstein has also checked back in. It'll be interesting to see what the offense looks like for OKC with SGA out now. Alexander Walker gets it over to Edwards. Edwards over to Reid. Reid throws it over to nobody. Going on with there, Naj Reid. Threw it over to nobody. 2:30 to go. AJ Mitchell, the rookie, has it up top, being guarded by Edwards. Gets it over to J-Dub, coming to his left, stopping, kicking it out to Mitchell. Mitchell, an open three, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Front rim Dick. Kenrich Williams with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to J-Dub. J-Dub, pass fake. Now gets it over to Hartenstein. Swings it over to Mitchell again. Mitchell Not going to take the three this time. Gets it over to Joe. Joe, a very willing three-point shooter, now gets it back to Kenrich Williams. Now coming to it right off the handoff and knocked out of bounds. Ball will remain with the Thunder. 2 minutes to go. Mark reminding people to vote for your All-Stars. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you haven't gotten your All-Star votes in, vote repeatedly. The All-Star game is coming up here in 1 more month. Isaiah Joe, a step back three with the buzzer winding down. AJ Mitchell with another offensive rebound. And then they call a travel on J-Dub down the lane as he handed it off to Harnstein. Ball going back to the Wolves here, 20-17. Alexander Walker has it up top. Gets it over to DiVincenzo off the screen, no hesitation. Fires away from three off the back rim, can't get it to go, but that is a confident-looking shot. A.J. Mitchell bringing it down now, pushing the pace, gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top, hits Kenrich Williams, come back door, and he gets the righty layup to go with Gobert just a little too late to contest it. 1 point game. Naj Reid has it up top. Hits Josh Minot, come back door, leaves it off for Gobert. Nice catch from Gobert and finish. I'll give him props where he deserves it. Nice catch and finish from Gobert. A.J. Mitchell dancing with it, being guarded by Minot. Now gets it over to Harnstein up top. Hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub dancing with it. Coming to it right at the Harnstein screen. Stopping. Alexander Walker trying to keep up. And they call an offensive foul on J-Dub. Using that off-arm chicken winning Alexander Walker a little bit. Alexander Walker did absolutely sell that call. But it was a foul. Alexander Walker up top. They swing it around. DiVincenzo wide open left corner three. Can't get it to go. I'm waiting for the DiVincenzo explosion. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. DiVincenzo almost came up with steal. Kenrich Williams, extra pass. A.J. Mitchell, left wing three wide open. Too long, can't get it to go. Alexander Walker with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Has it on the left wing. Gets it over to Gobert. Back to Alexander Walker. Coming to his left off the Gobert screen. Stopping, popping, mid-range jumper. Gets it to go. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. J-Dub dancing with it up top, attacking Alexander Walker. He gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein at the foul line, fakes the handoff. Now hands it off to J-Dub, who gets fouled by Alexander Walker, being a little too physical, trying to get over that handoff screen. I believe it's going to be foul on the floor, neither team in the bonus. Mark said Boise State scored already. A.J. Mitchell has it up top, being guarded by Minot. Gets it over to J-Dub, getting free off the screen, driving it down, forced it in the paint, can't get it to go. Harnstein an offensive rebound, back out to J-Dub, right corner three, and he knocks it down. Tough shot from J-Dub. Oh no, it's a long two, they call it. So 24-21, 10 seconds to go. Alexander Walker dancing with it up top. Gets it over to Naj Reid. Naj Reid looking to attack Harnstein. Euro steps down the lane, flips it up with a floater. Can't get it to go. Good defense from Harnstein. And J-Dub not going to get a shot off before the end of the first quarter buzzer. And that's going to be our score. The Thunder go into the second quarter trailing by 3, 24-21. A low-scoring game, and it's probably going to end up being a low-scoring game throughout. Two of the best defenses in the league, especially with the way Minnesota has been playing recently, majority of their wins have come because their defense has finally stepped up back to respectability, back to around where it was last season. It's been mostly respectable for large swaths of the season, but it wasn't where it was last year. And their defense is the reason why they made it to the Western Conference Finals last year. Now, obviously, big trade. You can change the way they operate a little bit. The players that they traded for are going to have to learn the defense and the rotations and the communication and the chemistry it takes to grow defensively, and it just wasn't there, but it seems like they're starting to get there. The defense has really picked up for the Timberwolves, as you can tell, because the Thunder are having a really tough time generating quality looks for the players that they want to generate quality looks for. A.J. Mitchell is getting shots. J. Will, the big man, is getting shots. But J-Dub, even SGA, they're getting absolutely smothered defensively. But SGA in particular is a good bad shot shooter. So even though he's not generating a ton of open looks, he's still going to knock him down because he's SGA. As I drop my microphone. Okay, Hazy said 2 defensive teams going at it. But if the Wolves get hot, I have them with the win. Hopefully. I like to see the top of the cream of the crowd get toppled a little bit, right? Let's start seeing these teams start stacking up some losses. The same way Boston's has started to stack up some of these losses, right? Even if I said they're better, they have iHeart. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Which is why I will be hate watching the Thunder all season long. Not Joe said, would you trade Jalen Brunson for SGA? No. I would not. It's really got nothing to do with talent. Jalen Brunson took a huge pay cut in his contract. OKC's not getting that with SGA. He's getting his money. And it's going to put them behind the 8 ball in terms of their team building as a lot of these guys get older and they're going to have to get paid at some point, right? Naj Reid has it up top, hands it off to Minot. Minot on the right wing. Feeds Naj Reid in the post being guarded by Kenrich Williams. He's backing him down. Kicks it out up top. They swing it around over to Devo. Devo on the left wing. Jab step driving to his right off a Gobert screen. Driving it down. Throws a lob to Minot, who throws it down. Beautiful lob from DiVincenzo to Minot. AJ Mitchell has it up top. Gets it over to Hartenstein. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell dancing with it against Minot. Now gets it over to Hartenstein. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell on the right wing. Coming to his left. Driving it down. Scoop layup with the left hand. Gets it to go. And a foul on Gobert. Nice manipulation from the rookie AJ Mitchell. Going to the foul line for one more. Bad defense from Gobert. How you let that happen, Rudy? 4-time Defensive Player of the Year and you let that happen? Come on, man. Come on. Mitchell knocks down his free throw. And both these teams going back and forth, man. Minnesota has maintained a slight lead over the Thunder for majority of the game, but not by much. Naj Reid stops in the paint, pivots, gets the lefty layup to go over Hartenstein. Mitchell bringing it down on the right wing, spinning, coming to his left, hands it off to Williams, over to Hartenstein, hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub coming to his right, stopping, turning, kicks it inside the Hartenstein, flips it up high, off glass, way off, can't get it to go. Love to see it. And here comes Naj Reid, quick hit ahead in the right corner. Minot left wide open, can't get the three to go. Hartenstein with the rebound. Quick outlet to Mitchell. Mitchell bringing it down. Hesitation move, driving to his left, stops, kicks it out to Hartenstein up top as the trailer for a straightaway three, breaks it. Love to see it. Love to see a brick three from Hartenstein. Yes, I do hate Isaiah Hartenstein. I will be hate watching him all game long. And they call a foul on AJ Mitchell, or Kenrich Williams, excuse me, not AJ Mitchell. They call a foul on Kenrich Williams trying to pressure Dante DiVincenzo out by the half-court line. Alexander Walker, nice pass inside to DiVincenzo, who puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Gobert with the offensive rebound, but stripped out of his hands. Here comes the Thunder coming the other way. J-Dub over to Kenrich Williams up top. Now hands it off to Mitchell. Swing through to his left, kicks it out to J-Will, who pump fakes, driving to his right. Now up top to J-Dub, being guarded by DiVincenzo. Getting right up into him. J-Dub has it up top, driving to his right, stopping, stepping back, fall away, mid-range jumper, splashes in nothing but net. Just way too big for Dante to really guard him and give him a good contest on those. Naj Reid catches it on the run, throws the lob to Minot, and the second straight time they throw the lob to Minot off a nice drive from the left wing. 30-26, J-Dub has it up top, driving it down, kicks it in the corner, left corner. Aaron Wiggins for a three, can't get it to go. Gobert with the rebound. Here comes Alexander Walker. Throws it over to Reed. Reed, back up top to Alexander Walker. Behind the back, driving to his left, stopping. Kicks it out the last second to DiVincenzo, right wing three. He's wide open. Comes up short, can't get it to go. Minot tips it out, but A.J. Mitchell able to beat the Wolves to it. Gets it over to J-Dub, and then knocked out of bounds off of J-Dub. What are you doing, J-Dub? DiVincenzo, nice hustle to get into that passing lane and knock it back off of him. Williams was doing too much. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Just go up with nice, strong, two-handed jam. Make it simple. Make it simple. Instead, he ends up with a turnover. Alexander Walker, but here's Aaron Wiggins playing the passing lane, knocks it away from Alexander Walker, getting too lazy with it, but he also tried to get too fancy and blows the layup. Now here comes the Wolves pushing the other way. Randall's back into the game. He has it on the left wing. Jay Will comes out to guard him. Randall's going to pull it out, now throw it into Naj Reid. Naj Reid being guarded by Wiggins. Reed's going to face up on the right wing, high post, backing him down now, kicks out to Alexander Walker, extra pass, Randall wide open, right corner three, comes up short. But Randall out-hustles Kenrich Williams to the ball, grabs his own rebound, knocks it out of his hands, and he's able to score 2 points out of it. Now a 6-point lead for the Wolves. I believe this is the largest lead of the game for the Wolves. I believe this is the largest lead of the game for anybody. But both these teams battling, going back and forth. It is a defensive battle, not a whole lot of pretty offensive basketball right now. The defense from both sides is smothering. It really is. What if I said Lakers or Grizz will be in the finals? Lakers are not even sniffing a second-round appearance, my brother. Cavs might be there too. Cavs will definitely be in the conversation for finals. Absolutely. I think there's 5 teams in the conversation. I think you start with Boston, obviously. There might be more than 5 teams. Let's go through it. Boston absolutely in there, obvious reasons. Reigning champions, brought the exact same team back. They're going to be there. Cavs, best striker in the league right now. They look for Rio. Looks like that Evan Mobley leap is legit. He looks ready to go. So the Cavs are up there. OKC is up there, our first Western Conference team. We're watching them right now. They're great. They're good at everything. Good offensive team, good defensive team. They have a superstar and go one-on-one. They have a rising young star in J-Dub, who can also sometimes go one-on-one when he's feeling it. All the makings of a championship-level team. I would give Dallas the respect. They got better, improved their team from last year, pretty much brought back the same team, but also improved it by bringing in Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, who's having a career year, by the way. Najee Marshall's incredible. And also Quentin Grimes. So I'm going to give Dallas some respect as the other team in the finals last year and say, like, yeah, they have all the makings of a final teams as well. And then I'll go the Knicks, our beloved Knicks. A lot has to go right for the Knicks in order to make it, but they should be in the conversation. One of the better teams in the league right now, on a little bit of a heater, winning 8 straight games. But we'll see what they're made of as the season goes on, and they have a lot to improve. The Grizzlies. So I'm at 6 teams now. The Grizzlies definitely deserve to be up there. Health is always going to play a factor considering that the season they had last year. But they seem to be healthy, and whew, boy, do they look good. So I'll give the Grizzlies some credit there. Is there another team I want to give credit? Nobody in the East. Anybody in the West? I got Dallas, I got Memphis, and I got OKC. That's pretty much it. Yeah, 6 teams. 3 teams in the East, 3 teams in the West. Right? We got Cavs, Boston, Knicks, and then we have OKC, Dallas, Grizzlies. That's who I got. Mark said, any trade predictions? Not really, man. Not really. Is J-Dub, excuse me. He's firing away now from the mid-range, knocking them down, trying to help bring his team back into it. Well, they are still into it, but trying to generate an offensive flow here, trying to give SGA his partner back. Randall on the right baseline, kicks it out to DiVincenzo, back to Randall on the repost, being guarded by J-Dub. Randall, cross-court pass, Alexander Walker standing in the right corner all by himself, and he's able to rattle in a right corner 3. 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. J-Dub has it up top. He's been killing the Wolves. These last couple of possessions here, he's looking to cook again. Driving to his right, getting down the lane, flips it up to the basket. Can't get it to go, but they call a late foul on Naj Reid. 35-28 with J-Dub going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Rude if I said Lakers will surprise us? Nah, man. I'm out on the Lakers. I'm out on the Lakers. Just enjoy them as a team. Just enjoy LeBron's last, twilight years and have no expectations of them. Got zero. Got zip. Got none. They are not a championship team. They're too old. J-Dub misses a free throw. Can't be missing free throws in a game like this. Offense has been hard to come by for both teams. Can't be giving away these free points. He has one more free throw coming. And J-Dub misses both free throws. Can't be missing free throws, let alone missing a trip for 2. Randall has it up top. Being guarded by J-Will. He's directing traffic. Now coming to his left. Aaron Wiggins switches onto him. He's going to put him right in the post, backing him down. Stops at the foul line, picks his dribble up, gets it out to Edwards. Edwards driving to his left. He's got space. Euro steps, takes a bump, flips it up at the basket, gets it to go. No foul call. He's looking at the ref saying, you just gave J-Dub that call. Why can't I get it? But he gets the basket to go anyway. SGA driving to his right as he checked back in. Kicks it out to J-Will. J-Will missed his first 2 and continues to miss as he misses his third. Quick outlet to DiVincenzo. He's bringing it down on the right wing. DiVincenzo being guarded by SGA. Gets it up top to Randall. Randall's been leading this offense here. Randall on the right wing, coming to his left, picks his dribble up, kicks it over to McDaniels, who jab steps, gets to the mid-range, a pull-up jumper, gets it to go. And now an 11-point lead has opened up for Minnesota here. They're starting cook against OKC. They're going to need SGA, as he's checked back into the game, to heat up again. J-Dub swings it over to A.J. Mitchell, driving it down, and they call A.J. Mitchell out of bounds when he caught the ball. And another turnover is going to give it right back to Minnesota. They already have an 11-point lead here, and with the way the defense is being played tonight, oof, points are hard to come by. You don't want to fall behind too much. And the Timberwolves will bring it down. Randall has it up top, being guarded by J-Will. Coming to his left off a Reed screen. Aaron Wiggins switches onto him. Back up top to Reed. He's going to fire a deep straightaway 3 off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Aaron Wiggins with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Randall's going to pick him up. Has it up top. Dancing with it. Driving to his right past Randall. Scoop layup with the right hand way off. Looking for a foul he doesn't get. And then Naj Reed just loses it. Come on, Naj Reed. And J. Will bounce passes it over to Aaron Wiggins for a wide open layup under the basket. Come on, Naj Reed. Lazy basketball. Keep your eye on the prize, brother. Edwards gets it over to Randall, hands it off to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Randall's going to spot up for threes. They give it to him, and Randall comes up short. Long rebound. Randall's able to chase it down. The ball's still loose. You got to get on the floor and get it. Randall gets on the floor. The Thunder are also on the floor, and they're ripping the ball away. The ball is loose. DiVincenzo has it. Has it up top. Shot clock never reset. 8 seconds to go. Edwards has it on the left wing. Directing traffic, driving to his left, stops, step back, puts it up. You got to swing that over to DiVincenzo, but you know what? It doesn't matter when you're as good as Anthony Edwards, who knocks down a step back left corner 3 with defenders hanging all over him. It doesn't matter when you're Anthony Edwards. SGA looking to answer, driving it down, flips it up with the right hand, gets it to go over Randall. 10-point game, 42-32. DiVincenzo on the right wing, being guarded by Wiggins, coming to his left, over to Reed. Reed's directing traffic, gets it over to Edwards. Just knocked down a tough 3. He's looking to cook again against SGA here. One-on-one. Ooh, swings it over. DiVincenzo, left wing 3. Ooh, DiVincenzo can't get it to go. I'm here for the DiVincenzo explosion game. We're not getting it tonight. My bad luck for Dante? SGA bringing it down. Crosses over to his right. Randall comes out to guard him. He has it in the right corner. He's going to look to dance one-on-one. They're bringing over, sliding over 3 defenders to keep track of SGA. Cross-court pass to Isaiah Joe. Over to J. Will, back to Joe. Stops in the mid-range. Pump fakes, back to Will. J. Will swings it over to Wallace, catches, pump fakes, one dribble to his left, puts it up, airballs it, and it's a shot clock violation. Ball going back to the Wolves. Excellent defense to keep the ball out of the hands of SGA and force the ball to swing around to a worse offensive player. Case and Wallace forced to shoot a contested corner 3, can't get it to go, and it ends up being a shot clock violation. Picture perfect defense on that possession there. David Haas Jr., what's up, David? Knicks need a few bench pieces, but we have some good ones in the G League. Who do we have in the G League, David? I know we got T.J. Warren, but I don't think he's getting in Tom Thibodeau's rotation at his age with his surgery history to defend. He's not really going to defend. Edwards has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. He's got the size advantage. He has it around the foul line. Now steps back, kicks out the Reed, a left wing three. They're firing away from three, and they continue to misfire from three. J. Will with the rebound. Here comes SGA. SGA up top, coming to his right, stopping, kicking it out. Isaiah Joe, a straightaway three. Too long, can't get it to go. McDaniels with the rebound, and now he's out and running. McDaniels gets it over to Randall. Randall driving it down. He's got SGA on him, goes right through his chest, but blows the layup. You got to get that one to go down, Randall. Here comes Aaron Wiggins bringing it down. Loses the handle, picks it back up, knocked out of his hands. He gets it back, kicks it in the corner. J. Will wide open, right corner three, splashes it. Not missed his first three, finally gets that one to go, and you got to get back on defense, Minnesota. You don't want to give this Thunder team any breathing room. You built up a 10-point lead, and now you're giving some points right back to a 7-point game. Allowing OKC to hang around. If you want to beat this team, can't let them hang around. You got to knock down these shots. Student said Jonas is not coming to the Knicks, not this season. I don't know why y'all want Jonas Valanciunas so much. Mitchell Robinson is literally better. Literally better than Valanciunas. And would actually play in the playoffs. Whereas, like, you can't really play Valanciunas in the playoffs. Who is he going to guard? David said, TJ Warren's a proven scorer in the big league. The thing with TJ Warren is that, like, he's old and he doesn't really defend. Like, Tom Thibodeau has not even looked his way, even when he was with the team during the preseason. You know? Tom Thibodeau is not worried about the offense. They don't need scorers. They need guys to defend. You know? I think what Tom Thibodeau really wants right now and the guys he's going to trust, like, the thing about it is, like, it doesn't really matter what we think the team needs. It has to be a player who Tom Thibodeau is going to trust. Because otherwise, they're not going to, the guys are just not going to play, unfortunately. You know, and it is what it is. It is what it is. You take the good and the bad with the coach. But Tom Thibodeau has to trust you, which is why you're not seeing campaign all that much. Tom Thibodeau does not trust the guy, which is why you're not seeing Landry Shamet all that much. Tom Thibodeau just doesn't entirely trust them yet, you know? Mark said, I don't want him. I'm asking where he's going to land. If we're talking about Valanciunas, I don't know where Valanciunas is going to land. He's been linked. David said Jonas to the Lakers. He's been linked to the Lakers a lot. It makes sense. They need some help scoring in the scoring department outside of LeBron and AD. They just got rid of a scorer in D'Lo for a defender in Dorian Finney-Smith, so it would make sense. Gives them a post presence. They could probably pair him and AD together because AD is such a versatile player. It would make sense in a rotation. But, yeah, I don't know. Outside of that, I don't think contenders really want Valanciunas. You know, he was a free agent this year. There's a reason why he landed with the Wizards. No contenders were really looking to sign him. The Pelicans had him, and the Pelicans fancied themselves as a dark horse contender. They were like, nah, we're good. We're good. We don't have a center backup, but we're good. We're good. Letting Valanciunas move on, you know. Like, that says volumes. Says volumes. We're back into it. Conley has it off the handoff, driving it down, flips it up with the right hand, looking for a foul. He doesn't get, but he gets his own offensive rebound off the missed floater. Coming out to the right wing, kicks it out to McDaniels, extra pass to Randall in the left corner, catches, pump fakes, shot clock winding down. Randall, jab step, now driving it down, stops, leans in, kicks it out to Conley, extra pass, Edwards, wide open right wing three, and Anthony Edwards knocks down a three. Gets the 3 points right back, bringing it back to a 10-point game. Dort bringing it down, has it up top being guarded by Randall. And both teams with their starting lineups out there. Except Aaron Wiggins is in for J-Dub. SGA coming down the lane, kicks it out to Aaron Wiggins, left wing three. Can't get it to go, but Aaron Wiggins is standing out of bounds. What is going on with this lackadaisical positioning here for the Thunder players? You guys got to get in bounds. That's the third or fourth time that a Thunder player has been standing on the baseline or the sideline when they catch the ball. Anthony Edwards has it up top, coming to a Gobert screen. Dort hits the floor. Edwards walks into a wide open pull-up jumper, and he knocks it down, and now a 12-point lead is opened up for the Timberwolves. with 3 minutes to go here in the first half. SGA up top, driving to his left, snaking it back to his right. McDaniels recovers. SGA has it in the post along the right baseline. Backing him down, leans in, stops, pump fakes, kicks it out to Dort, puts up a deep straightaway three, rattles it in. Lou Dort, from where he went from his rookie year to where he is now, he is a confident jump shooter from three-point range. And he's got range, deep range. And they call an offensive foul on Anthony Edwards dancing around the screen. Or is it Gobert setting the screen? I believe it's on Gobert setting the screen. Mark said, Valanciunas can't move. He's unathletic, terrible defender. Yeah. I mean, he was never a good defender, and as he's gotten older, he's only gotten worse for obvious reasons, right? SGA has it up top looking to attack. Stopping, stepping back, mid-range in the paint, fall away, gets it to go. Smooth, nothing but net. And back to a 7-point game just like that. This OKC team does not falter. They do not waver. They do not get nervous. Gobert hands it off to Conley in the paint. Foul line floater, can't get it to go. Conley tips it out, but right to Dort. Dort bringing it down, putting his head down. Has it on the left wing. Up top, SGA's looking to dance. Coming to his left, goes right into McDaniels and draws the foul. Verified said, the Celtics have the coolest name in the NBA, Neemias Queta. I wish we had him. I like Neemias Queta a lot, too. I do like him. SGA driving it down, kicks out to Casey Wallace, left wing three. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Ball's knocked loose. Lou Dort ends up with it. Now he's driving it down against Gobert. Leans in, now kicks it out. Wallace pump fakes. He's driving it down. Gobert steps out to guard him. He's going to pull it all the way out the three-point line. Gets it over to J-Dub. Now back to Wallace, attacking Gobert. Pocket pass over to Hartenstein, and Hartenstein knocks down that little floater in the lane. Back to a 5-point game, just like that. Why you have to keep the pressure on OKC. Edwards has it up top, walks into a dribble, pull-up three straight away, splashes it, nothing but net, ice, water in his veins. And he's telling him to quiet down. Okay. SGA has it up top. Conley switches onto him. He's looking to dance and exploit the old man here. This is. And then SGA gets a whistle, foul on Conley. Very minimal contact there. But look, hey, when you're a superstar, you get them calls. When you make it the superstar status, you get these calls. Conley did have his hand in the cookie jar. I take that back. Absolutely a foul on Conley. Not Joe said, Cavs are having a fake season just to run into Boston and get swept easily. I disagree. I think Boston is a legit threat. I don't think you want to see Boston in the playoffs at all. Not Boston, Cleveland. I don't think you want to see Cleveland in the playoffs at all. SGA misses a free throw now. He's usually a knockdown free throw shooter. He does knock down the second one, splits them. But these free throws could come back to bite OKC here. Conley bringing it down. About a minute to go here in the second quarter. Conley's dancing with it. Gets it over to McDaniels. Driving to his left. He's got space. Finger roll layup over Hartenstein. Gets it to go. Tough move from McDaniels. Nice finish. J-Dub, quick hit ahead to Dort. And the Wolves are not back on defense. Dort driving it down. Can't get it to go. Hartenstein with the offensive rebound, though. Knocks down the putback off glass over to Gobert. Edwards bringing it down. Bounce pass over to Alexander Walker. Trying to get it back to Edwards. Edwards driving to his left. Stopping. Stepping back. Over to McDaniels. Driving it down. Stops. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Hartenstein with the rebound. Bad shot selection from Minnesota there. Rushing their offense. OKC did a good job of rushing them. SGA up top. Walks into a pull-up three up the Hartenstein screen. Too long. Can't get it to go. Alexander Walker with the rebound. He's bringing it down. They're going to hold it for the final shot of the quarter. Shot clock and game clock about tied. Alexander Walker hands it off to Edwards. Edwards being guarded by Wallace. They show a double team trying to get it out of his hands. They swing it over to McDaniels. They're trying to get McDaniels to make decisions with the ball because he makes bad ones like he did there. Turning it right over to Wallace. And Anthony Edwards forced to attempt a chase down block on Wallace, ends up fouling him, sending him to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Smart defense from the Thunder will force the ball out of Anthony Edwards' hands. into McDaniels' hands and force McDaniels to make decisions with the ball. McDaniels does not make good decisions with the ball. He's a play finisher, not a playmaker. David Haas Jr. said, Cavs are good, don't get it wrong, but when it comes to the playoffs, they're soft. I don't know, man. Look, if you're referring to that Knicks series that was 2 years ago, when Evan Mobley was a baby, he's grown up a little bit. We'll see. We'll see if he gets past his playoff demons, but that was 2 years ago, man. We can't keep harping on that. Them boys done grown up. Conley bringing it down, coming across the timeline, loose ball, and that's going to end it as he turns it over. No shot attempt, 52-46. As Case and Wallace split the free throws, 52-46. Excuse that. Oh, nope, I did it again. 52-46. 6-point lead for Minnesota here. Not where you really wanted it. At one point, they had a 12-point lead. You would have liked a double-digit lead going into halftime, but you'll take what you can get. Mark said, yesterday was the OG trade anniversary. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. A full year with OG Anunoby on our team, and I got to tell you, kind of love it. I was never in favor of trading for OG. Boy, have I been proven wrong. David said, tomorrow's a revenge game for the Knicks. Yes, it is. Tomorrow, the Knicks play the Utah Jazz. The last time they saw each other was earlier in the season. The Knicks were still trying to figure themselves out. It was also the first game of their West Coast road trip, or not the first game of the road trip. I believe it was the second game of the road trip. Or maybe it was the third. Either way, it was in the middle of the West Coast road trip in which it was their first game in real altitude. And they looked tired and sluggish, and they didn't perform well at all. And despite that, they had their opportunities to pull that one out. But at the end, they couldn't hold on, and Utah ended up pulling away. And Utah's proven themselves to be one of the worst teams in the league. So in that sense, yes, big revenge game for the Knicks to show that, like, yes, we lost to you. But that was more of a byproduct of the schedule and the location rather than you guys actually being on our level. So, yes, big revenge game for the Knicks. Bird Advice said, step to the Lakers for Dorian Finney-Smith, Vanderbilt, and Shake. Okay, buddy. Mark said, I'm sure Washington will trade Brogdon as well. True. I like Brogdon, but I'm not going to lie. There's something weird. Every team he's been on, I don't know. Let's just talk about the on-court stuff. Brogdon's really good on court. As a backup point guard, Tom Thibodeau would absolutely trust him. I think he'd get minutes. The only thing I question is the durability. He's always hurt. He is always hurt. And I don't think he would make it to the playoffs with the Knicks. And there's something about the way he plays and his mentality that I think ends up with him getting hurt constantly. You know? So I wouldn't mind it if they did make the trade for Brogdon, but I don't know if I would love it either. You know? I'd have my concerns. David Oz Jr. said, I can see the Knicks getting Marcus Smart. I can't. I don't think, one, way too many injuries. Way too many injuries for Marcus Smart, similarly to Malcolm Brogdon. But also, why would Minnesota want to trade Marcus Smart? Right? Not Minnesota, Memphis. Why would Memphis want to trade Marcus Smart? Right? I fancy themselves as a dark horse championship contending team this year. If they can stay healthy. I think Marcus Smart would play a huge part in that. I think he would absolutely play a huge part in that. I will say, though, the mental battle of having Marcus Smart on the Knicks when we inevitably play Boston in the playoffs, that might be worth it alone. But why would Memphis make that trade? I think Marcus Smart is really valuable for them. Now, I I think I'd like Marcus. No, not even I think. I would like Marcus Smart more than I would like Malcolm Brogdon. That's just me, though. It's just me. Big Rud. What's up, Big Rud? Cleveland has it all. Excellent backcourt, strong front court, especially Mobley, and lack of fear. Yeah, I get it. We embarrassed them in the playoffs 2 years ago, but like that was 2 years ago. Them young kids have definitely grown up. They've definitely grown up. They've gotten deeper. They've gotten better. Their players have gotten better. Mobley's gotten better in particular, but even Darius Garland, unsung, player on Cleveland, has gotten better. Darius Garland's been really good this year, really consistent. And that's been one of his biggest flaws since teaming up with Donovan Mitchell, is that he had just been super inconsistent because he wasn't used to playing off ball. Mark said, Nick should look for depth at the 5 in a smaller move like Drew Eubanks or Nick Richards. That won't cost them much in player depth or picks. Well, they don't have player depth or picks to trade. They're not trading any of the starters. Unless they're not trading McBride, because why would you trade McBride? I think McBride's super valuable. Unless for a definitive upgrade, and then at that point, it's not happening. They don't have any picks to trade, really. Valuable picks, that is. So, it's part of the reason why, if you're asking me for trades, it's like, it's just not really happening. They're going to make like Drew Eubanks, I get, but why would you make a trade for Drew Eubanks? Is Drew Eubanks that much better than Precious Achiuwa or Jericho Sims or Mitchell Robinson? Like, no, I don't. Unless they're involving Mitchell Robinson in a trade, I don't see why they would trade for Nick Richards or Drew Eubanks. Right? In that scenario, you would make a smaller move to acquire one of those guys. But why would Charlotte give up Nick Richards? He's a pretty good young guy, pretty good young player. But he's also a bit injury prone. He's also a bit snake bitten. Like this offseason, this trade season is not, I don't think there's going to be too many moves at all. I think there's going to be a handful of moves. I think there's going to be maybe 2 or 3 that actually matter in the league. But, like, the true contenders are all pretty deep. Like, OKC's not really going to make a move. I don't really see them making a move. Boston's not going to make a move. I don't see Dallas making a move. Cleveland's not going to make a move. Maybe the Grizzlies can make a move. And the Knicks are going to look to make a move. And that's all 6 teams. So there's really only 2 of them. And they're the dark horse championship contending teams. The Grizzlies and the Knicks. They're the 2 teams who I could see trying to make a move, trying to get more depth, trying to get more help for their teams. But like that's because they're competing against teams who already have the depth, who are already ready to go. And there's just not too many options considering the CBA, the trade restrictions, the fact that the Knicks are a first apron team. It really restricts the kind of trades they make, but also what really restricts the kind of trades they can make is they just don't really have the assets anymore. Part of the reason why the Knicks took 4 players in this last year's draft is like, okay, well, we're going to need some young talent. We're going to need to start developing some young talent again. We skipped out on the last 2 drafts, so we need to get some picks this year. And, that's why you saw them take a swing on Pacom Dadier, something this front office normally doesn't do with draft picks. They took a swing on Dadier, 19-year-old Frenchman, wing. Like, all right, we'll see if it works out. They went with the usual guy who we all expected to take in Tyler Kolek, and then they took another swing on Ariel Hug-Porty with the last pick in the draft. They also took a swing with Kevin McCullough as a depth piece if he could ever get healthy. But, it wasn't because, they liked all these kids in the draft. A lot of it was we're not going to be able to go out and grab guys in free agency anymore because we're going to be paying out the butt with our contract situation, right? Towns making $60 million. Brunson signed a team-friendly contract, but he's still making a lot of money. Bridges is going to have to get signed. He's going to have to get extended. Josh Hart's making a lot. They had to pay OG Anunoby $40 million a year just to keep him. So I don't see where the trades are going to come from this year. I really don't. I do think they make a move. I do think it's going to be a smaller guy in the margins who are going to be like, oh, all right. I don't think it's going to be anything exciting. But they'll find a way. The most creative front office in the league. The most creative front office in the league. Ronnie Saunders, what's up, Ronnie? David said, every year Leon made some trade at the deadline. Yeah. He's really good. This front office altogether is really good at finding trades to make. Moves on the margins. Most creative. They're top tier in terms of one of the best. I don't know if I would flat out call them the best, but they're up there. But I will give them the moniker of most creative front office in the league. The most creative front office in the league. Rob Jaworski, what's up, Rob? David said, Cleveland ain't beating us in the playoffs. We're a different dog in the playoffs. They may be too, David. You don't know. You don't know. They may be too. This is not the same team. You can't go off of their resume of what they did 2 years ago. You can't. And then last year they were injured. They may be a different dog in the playoffs too. Mark said, saw Leon Rose last night pregame. I just love a front office guy who's just around. He's just constantly around the team. Makes it his business to know what's going on. Susan said, I put my faith in Leon Poker Face Rose. Absolutely. You never know what he's really playing. And also, these trades usually come out of nowhere. They're not trades that, we see coming. The last time we saw a trade coming with Leon Rose was the Derrick Rose trade. And I think everybody could see it because it's Derrick Rose and Tom Thibodeau. So we were all like, all right, well, Derrick Rose is going to eventually end up on the Knicks. And he did. We all saw it coming. But that was the last time we really saw, at least me, I guess I can't speak for everybody, but that was the last time I really saw anything that was super obvious that, Leon Rose was talking about it and it was reported, oh, this might happen. And then, it eventually does happen. And it's like, he moves in silence, man. He moves in silence. The Anunoby trade came absolutely out of nowhere. The Mikal Bridges trade came absolutely out of nowhere. The Towns trade came absolutely out of nowhere. The Josh Hart trade came out of nowhere. Vertify said, Cleveland could trade Max Strus for Walker Kessler. I don't know what that contract situation is looking like. I know Max Strus signed a contract to leave Miami. Yeah, that's not happening. It's not happening. Cleveland traded majority of their picks in the Donovan Mitchell trade. I don't think Cleveland and Utah are really in the business of making another trade. G-Man is the GOAT. What's up, G-Man? What's poppin', my guy? Tonight we're watching the Thunder take on the Wolves, and it's been a good first half. Wolves taking control of the game for the most part defensively. The only thing the Thunder have really going consistently is SGA. Everyone else has really struggled to consistently knock down shots here tonight. Frank, what's up, Frank? Happy New Year, my guy. Happy New Year. Mark said Boston murdered Toronto today. They did. They did. Wasn't it like 55 or something? Disgusting. Disgusting. David said, look at us last year. No Randall, no Mitch, no OG, only missing Devo. We're dogs in the playoffs. Brunson, playoff cat, watch out. I mean, playoff cat. There are people who would tell you he gets worse in the playoffs. And the numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. We'll see. We'll see. Susan said Danny Ainge is hard to deal with. Absolutely. Absolutely. Part of the reason why that team is still with Jordan Clarkson, why that team is still with Larry Markkinen despite them wanting to tank, why that team is still with John Collins and Colin Sexton. Like, every other GM in the league would just sell off these pieces. Like, get what you can for them. But no, not Danny Ainge, not them over there. G-Man said SGA carries OKC, and Williams is catching up a little bit. He is. But OKC needs Chet back. They do. We were just talking about what could happen during this year's trade deadline, during the trade season. And, when I go through the contenders, it's like Boston's not making any trades. They're good with their team. Cleveland's not making any trades. They're good with their team. The only thing OKC is looking to do is get healthy. They're not looking to make any trades. And so majority of the teams up top who are competing for a championship, who fancy themselves as contenders, aren't looking to make trades. The only thing OKC needs to do, wants to do, should do, is just look to get healthy. Okay, he said another issue with the Knicks trade this season is the number of bench pieces. We can't trade 2 for 1, which is probably the only way we'd get something valuable back. That's what I'm saying, K-Hazy. I agree with you. It's what I'm saying. But here we go. We're back into it. Conley has it up top, driving to his right, kicks it over to McDaniels. A right corner 3, no hesitation, comes up short, fight for the rebound, ends up into the hands of Gobert, and he lays it up and in as Hartenstein couldn't hold on to it. Minnesota back up by 8. They're going to look to extend this back to a double-digit lead and try to keep OKC at arm's length away. J-Dub has it up top. Conley switches onto him. J-Dub's going to go one-on-one looking to exploit. Now coming to his right up a Hartenstein screen. Stopping, leaning in, stops, step back, puts up a foul line floater, gets it to go. Good move and manipulation from J-Dub there. Conley on the right wing. Gets it over to Randall. Randall being guarded by J-Dub. Randall's going to back him down. Back him down. Stops. Kicks it out. Conley feeds it to Randall, who reposting, stopping, turning, spinning, fall away off glass. Gets it to go. Julius Randall going to work. Patiently getting to his spot. Answering J-Dub right back. Edwards guarding J-Dub to get it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein fakes the handoff. Now, beautiful bounce pass inside to Case and Wallace for the dunk. My goodness. You got to know that's coming with Hartenstein out up top. You got to be ready for that. Beautiful pass from Hartenstein. Gobert has it up top, hands it off to Edwards, driving to his right. Driving right through Hartenstein, kicks it out to Randall. Randall mishandles the pass, ball is loose, but knocked out of bounds by OKC. And it looks like OKC is going to call a timeout and challenge it. Let's see the replay here. J-Dub was adamant he didn't touch it. It's off of Randall. Very obviously off of Randall. David said, Orlando and the Hawks are going to be tough. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Listen. The last time the Knicks played the Hawks, I gave them immense credit. There was a ton of people in chat like, oh, no, it's the Hawks. We're not worried about the Hawks. We're going to beat up on the Hawks today. And I was like, I don't know, y'all. I've been kind of watching the Hawks a little bit in there. And they hoop. They're damn good. They can surprise you. And boy, were the Knicks surprised. So the Hawks are going to be tough. We know what Orlando's about. They just got to get healthy. They're going to bring Paolo and Franz back. That team is going to be disgusting. They're going to be really good. Orlando and the Hawks are going to be, yep. And the Hawks are getting better too. I believe they're 18 and 15 now. They're starting to rise up the rankings here. I believe they're up to 5th in the East standings. G-Man, are you an OKC fan, brother? David said, Cat held his own with Jokic last year in the playoffs. Some say he outplayed him. And the people who say he outplayed him were absolutely wrong. He did not outplay him. He did hold his own. That was with Gobert behind him, though. Towns matches up pretty decently against Gobert defensively. Yeah, the playoffs weren't just that one series, though, my man. Where was he in the conference finals when they took on Dallas? Where was he then? You know, and it's not the only time he's been in the playoffs. Listen, I love Cat. Happy he's on the team. But the playoffs worry me when we get there with him. Is it? Okay. So it was off of Randall, but they called a foul on J-Dub for grabbing Randall's arm. So I don't know if it's an unsuccessful challenge or a successful challenge. Either way, ball's going to remain with Timberwolves here. Casey said should have left the review alone. They should have. We just started the second half. You didn't need to review that. No big deal. Keep it moving. It's a 6-point game. Now you lose your challenge and you lose the your future challenge. Conley a straightaway three. Well short, out of bounds. Ball going back to the Thunder here. SGA has it up top, being guarded by McDaniel. Swings it over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top, being guarded by Gobert. Hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub coming to his left. Edwards guarding him. Running floater, can't get it to go, but a blocking foul on Conley. So J-Dub's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? Yak said, your show keeps getting better. Soon more fans will find you. I appreciate you, Yak. Thank you, brother. Thank you. J-Dub misses another free throw. These free throws are going to come back to haunt OKC tonight. You can't be missing this many free throws, man. That's J-Dub's third missed free throw tonight. SGA's missed one as well. KZ, it's an unsuccessful challenge. That's crazy. So they lose their challenge. They lose that challenge. They lose any challenges they have remaining in the game. And all of that just for a ball that went out of bounds. Terrible decision from OKC and their coaching staff. Case and Wallace comes up with the steal on Conley. Dort driving it down on Conley now. Now kicks it out to SGA, a right wing three in transition. Too long, can't get it to go. Randall fighting for the rebound. The ball is loose. Dort dives on it. He's able to save it. And the timeout's going to go to OKC. Lou Dort, first one of the floor, able to get it. If you want possession of the ball, you have to be the first of the floor. They literally teach that in grade school. I forgot to give J-Dub his free throw, though. He did split the pair. An uneven start to the second half here from both sides. OKC's defense is really ticking up here. They're putting the ball in Conley's hands, and he's really struggled against this really young, vivacious, energetic defensive backcourt for OKC between Case and Wallace, Lou Dort, SGA, and J-Dub. Conley does not have an advantage on any of them. They've really struggled. Or he's really struggled against them, I should say. Susan with a super chat. Oh, my goodness, Susan, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. She said, this is for the job you do, and for all the suspect Knicks fans, I appreciate you, Susan. Thank you for your generosity. Never expected, but always appreciated, Susan. Thank you. And then as for OKC, they just... Minnesota's defense is doing a really good job of making it really difficult on everybody. And it's mattered for everybody except SGA, because it does not matter what kind of defense you play in SGA. He's going to get his shots. He's going to knock down his buckets. He's going to get to his spots anyway. J-Dub is also starting to wake up, and that could be problematic for the Timberwolves, but either way, the defense on both sides is top tier here tonight. I think the defense has been excellent. Now, neither team could really knock down a shot from the perimeter right now, but overall, the defense has been excellent tonight from both sides. And it is pouring rain outside right now, y'all. All right, here we go. We're checking right back in. Ball's going to go back to the Thunder after Lu Dort dove on it to save the possession. Harnstein up top, hands it off to SGA, swings it out to Dort, left corner, pump fake, driving to his right along the baseline, bounce past to Harnstein in the paint, knocks down the little floater. Bad defense from Gobert. You can't leave Harnstein there. Don't help out on Dort along the baseline. He's not going to hurt you there. Good move from Dort. Nice finish from Harnstein. Edwards has it up top, swings it over to Randall. Pocket pass inside to, or bullet pass over to in the corner to Mike Conley for a right corner three, knocks it down. Welcome back to the game, Mike Conley. SGA up top, driving to his left, stepping back, leaning in, going right into McDaniel's chest, loses it, picks it back up. Conley comes up with the steal. There I was talking down on Conley's name. He's going to settle for a pull-up three in transition and knock it down. Mike Conley, the old man coming through from Minnesota here. Coming up with the steal and the score. Vintage Mike Conley there. J-Dub has it up top, gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein hands it off to SGA, coming to his right, McDaniel's chasing, pocket pass to Harnstein, inside pass to Wallace, goes through the reverse layup, misses it, and then Gobert knocks it out to McDaniels, over to Conley. Conley on the right wing, steps back for another right wing three, banks it in, my goodness, Mike Conley, 3 straight threes. He's on fire. That last one was a banked in three. Of course, he didn't call it, but you'll take it every time. SGA snaking the Harnstein pick and roll, leans in, stops, pull-up jumper along the baseline over McDaniels, gets it to go. But just like that, it was back up. It's back up to 10 points. 65-55. Edwards has it up top, being guarded by Dort, dancing with it, coming to his left off the Gobert screen. Pocket pass to Gobert, a wide open lane, and he blows the dunk. Come on, Rudy. We can't be giving you the ball with a wide open lane and you blow the dunk. Cason Wallace, Euro step, kicks it out to a wide open Lu Dort in the left wing in transition, splashes it, and just like that, OKC gets the 3 points right back and is back to a 7-point game. Edwards bringing it down. Edwards coming to his right. Lu Dort picking up full court. Edwards dancing with it. Coming to his left. They show two. Up top to Randall. Randall driving to his right. Spinning to his left. Loses it. Picks it back up. J-Dub knocks it away again. Randall goes back to pick it up. Shot clock winding down. And J-Dub knocks it away again. Now he comes up with the steal. He's pushing it over to SGA. He's going to go for a two-handed jam. And just like that, OKC back within 5. They took that punch from Minnesota and they said, here you go. Here's our punch. Conley gets it over to Gobert, back to Conley. Conley dancing around the Gobert screen, driving it down. Tries to kick it out to Anthony Edwards. Lu Dort jumped the passing lane and knocked it out of bounds. But the defense here from OKC has really picked up, man. Conley has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Coming to his left off the Reed screen. Now gets it over to Reed. Reed, jab step, swing through it to his right, hands it off to McDaniels. McDaniels on the right wing. Now gets it back to Reed. Reed fires it away with the shot clock winding down, and it's a shot clock violation. Doesn't even get it off in time. OKC is locking up defensively here in the third quarter. Wallace bringing it down. Conley's going to pick him up. 65-60. Thunder still trail by 5. Wallace crosses over to his right, driving down, kicks it out. Kenrich Williams, a right corner three, knocks it down. Here come the Thunder and a timeout from Minnesota. They need to talk some things over. And boy, do they need to talk some things over. They need to figure out what they're going to do on offense here. They're showing two defenders to Anthony Edwards. First of all, they're guarding him full court. They're showing two defenders to Anthony Edwards, forcing him to give up the ball. And then nobody else on the Timberwolves is making good decisions with it. Mark is heading out. I appreciate you, Mark. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. J-Dub absolutely locking in on Julius Randle there. Just taking the ball out of his hands 3 separate times. Come on, Randle. Can't let that happen. So the ball will go to Minnesota after this, but 6:35 to go exactly. Students say the Minnesota Timberwolves are not the same team as last season. No, they are not. No, they are not. Students said Anthony Edwards wishes he was back at the Olympics. He might wish he was a Knick in the not too distant future, I'm not going to lie. Or anywhere else but Minnesota. They got some work to do, man, to keep him there. They got some work to do. Conley has it up top, being guarded by Wallace, gets it over to Edwards. Edwards over to Randle. Randle being guarded by Harnstein now. Randle up top, left wing, out by the three-point line. Quick crossover to his right, goes right into Harnstein, kicks it out the last second to Conley. Catches, fires another right wing three, comes up short. And Kenrich Williams with the rebound. Here comes Dort. Dort bringing it down up top, Edwards guarding him. Fakes the handoff, and they call a foul on the Thunder, an offensive foul, I believe on Dort. Leaning into Conley there, trying to go for a handoff. Susan said, can't wait for Mitchell Robinson returning so we can shut down the suspect talk. Me too, Susan, me too. People forget how good Mitchell Robinson is. As Kenrich Williams fouls Naz Reid here on his attack to the basket. Foul on the floor. Under 6 minutes to go. We are past the halfway point here in the third quarter, and the Thunder refuse to go away. There have been multiple times here where Minnesota has really put the pressure on, but the Thunder refuse to go away. And then a moving screen on Randle. But to be fair, Minnesota has been a team all season that has given away leads. All season they've given away leads. Even if you go down 15, 20 points against this Minnesota team, you can come back. Absolutely, you'll have your opportunity. Minnesota's going to need Dante DiVincenzo to step up here and knock down some shots for them. He's been an O-fer here tonight. J-Dub has it up top. Dancing with it, Randle guarding him, steps back, puts up a left wing three, knocks it down, nothing but net. J-Dub right between the eyes of Julius Randle, stared him right down and knocked down that three. DiVincenzo on the left wing up top to Edwards. Edwards being guarded by Dort. Edwards looking to dance, stopping, behind the back, coming to his left, dancing around the Randle screen. Now coming to his right, gets it over to McDaniels in the corner. McDaniels being guarded by J-Dub, ball knocked out of his hands, and they call a foul on J-Dub. The Thunder have taken the lead here, 66-65, 5:18 to go. Isaiah Joe checking in. They get it into DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo being guarded by Wallace. Oh, he picks his dribble up by the half-court line. Gets it over to Naz Reid now. Naz Reid looking to handle it against Dort. Can't get it. Now over to Gobert. Ball still knocked loose. Wallace picks it up. This defense is hounding from the Thunder here, just causing turnover after turnover against the Thunder here. Dort has it up top, attacking McDaniels. Gets it out. J-Dub a straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Ooh, I think the roof would have came off the building there. And then Kenrich Williams gets his hands in there and knocks it out of bounds. So we said, Randall, get it together. You're no longer a Knick. He is really struggling out there. All the Timberwolves are struggling out there. No ball handlers, man. They got no ball handlers. I would consider putting in Rob Dillingham here. I know it's a tough environment and a tough situation to put him in, but he's at least a confident ball handler. Alexander Walker's going to bring it down now. Has it up top. Gets it over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo on the left wing, coming to his right off the Edwards screen. Now off a Gobert screen. Cross-court pass to Alexander Walker. Quick catch and fire to the left corner for three. Knocks it down. Finally breaks the seal for the Timberwolves there, knocking down a three, giving them the lead back. Kenrich Williams hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub driving to his left. Almost lost it. Kicks it out to Joe. Joe back to J-Dub. Right corner. Catches. Pump fake. Driving to his right. Now kicks it out. Isaiah Joe's not going to hesitate from three, and he knocks down a three. He's really struggled tonight for the most part. Finally gets one to go. And now both teams trading baskets. Naz Reid has it up top. Fakes the handoff to Edwards. Good to now defense from Dort. Now gets it out to Alexander Walker. Cross-court pass to Edwards and right through his hands. Bad pass from Alexander Walker. Edwards couldn't catch it. And another turnover. And the Thunder will be bringing it down. Yep. SGA is back in the game, being guarded by Alexander Walker. SGA has it up top. Naz Reid switches onto him. He spins to his right, pulling it back. Now coming to his left, leans in. Now goes through, goes up, gets the foul, and one. You can't guard him. You just can't guard him. There are no answers for him. Took Naz Reid right to school. Getting it and one. My goodness, the moves he put on. SGA gets it to go. And now the Thunder have a 4-point lead. Alexander Walker bringing it down against Joe. Gets it over to Edwards. Edwards being guarded by Kenrich Williams on a switch. Has it up top, dancing with it, coming to his right, pulling it back. Steps through, cross-court pass, picked off by SGA. And here comes SGA bringing it down. Euro steps down the lane, kicks it out. Over to Case and Wallace. They swing it up top the Dort, a straightaway three. Gobert dared him to shoot it, didn't close out all the way, and Dort makes him pay, knocking down the three. And the Thunder sticks here in OKC are out as the Thunder have taken over this game completely. DiVincenzo has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. They are forcing the ball out of Edwards' hands. They're forcing everybody outside of Anthony Edwards to dribble the basketball, and they are struggling with it. Nice crossover move from DiVincenzo, goes in, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Under 3 minutes to go. Chris Rowe, what's up, Chris? So DiVincenzo will be at the foul line for 2 free throws here. Knocks down the first one. He's got one more coming. Whoops. Almost broke my scoreboard. DiVincenzo knocked down the first one. He's got another one coming. Lou Dort checks out. That's got to be a sigh of relief for, Minnesota there. He was an absolute demon defensively for OKC there. DiVincenzo knocks down both of his free throws. SGA driving right into the chest of DiVincenzo, creates the separation and knocks down the pull-up jumper. A 7-point lead for the Thunder have opened up here in the quarter. Dante DiVincenzo driving it down. Euro steps down the lane, trying to draw the foul, doesn't get it. Another turnover. Isaiah Joe bringing it down. Leaves it off. A.J. Mitchell, pump fakes, driving to his left. Now pulls it back out. Good recovery and defense from Minnesota here. SGA stopping, stepping back. A straightaway three over Randall. Rattles it in. Ooh, taking the Minnesota Timberwolves to school here. My goodness. DiVincenzo has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. He's applying a ton of pressure. This is where you don't want DiVincenzo. You don't want him being the pure ball handler out there. That should not be his role. Randle has it up top, kicks it out to DiVincenzo. Left wing three on the relocation. Finally gets one to go. There you go, Dante. Welcome to the game. Isaiah Joe pushing the other way. Kicks it in the corner to Mitchell. Catches, pump fakes. Now gets it out to Joe. Joe over to Harnstein. Randle jumped the passing lane, but right into the hands of SGA. Now pocket pass to Harnstein. Kicks it out to Wallace in the corner. Now up top, they leave SGA wide open. Straight away, splashes in nothing but net. Oof. Oof. And the Thunder have opened up a 10-point lead. And another forced turnover. The Timberwolves have no ball handlers out there, and then Isaiah Joe goes all the way, gets the lefty layup to go over. DiVincenzo was looking for a foul call he didn't get, didn't matter. He knocked down the layup anyway. And Alexander Walker driving it down and throws it out of bounds. Trying to get it over to DiVincenzo. The defense has been absolutely hounding tonight from the Thunder. This is scary because they're doing this without Chet Holmgren and without Alex Caruso out there tonight. This is a scary game for the rest of the league. Harnstein has it up top. Hits SGA, cutting back door. Kicks it in the corner. Case and Wallace, a left corner three. Airballs it. DiVincenzo had it. Lost it. Harnstein saves it. Out to Mitchell. Now gets it over to SGA. They got to play defense yet again. SGA up top. And they call a foul. Oh, no, the shot clock. Jose, what's up, Jose? So they're going to reset the shot clock all the way to 22 because they said DiVincenzo grabbed the rebound and then it was stolen out of his hands. They get it into SGA on the right block. Ball knocked out of his hands by Alexander Walker. Ooh, I let the timer tick too far down. 54 seconds to go. They get it into SGA. SGA leans in, draws the foul. Can't get the shot to go, but nope, they call it foul on the floor. Foul on the floor. No free throws. Incredible quarter from OKC here. Incredible quarter. When does OKC play Boston, man? I can't wait for that game. I want to see that game. That is primetime television right there. SGA at the foul line for 2 free throws. Gets it to go. And SGA goes 2 for 2 at the foul line because, of course, he does. He's not going to miss those. And Randle's going to bring it down. Randle has it up top being guarded by Harnstein. Minnesota has not generated any offense here. The defense has been smothering from OKC. Randle's going to go one-on-one, picks his dribble up, and he's stepping out of bounds. Where are you going, brother? Where are you going? 25-26 as T-Wolves are folding. Okay, Hazy said Celtics will lose to OKC. I got to see it. I got to see it. David Haas said OKC Knicks Friday primetime. Yep, it is. This is part of the reason why we're watching the game tonight. Got to check out the opponents. And now Isaiah Joe, a wide open three. Off the pass from SGA, can't get it to go. Naj Reid with the rebound. Quick hit head to Alexander Walker. Leaves it off for DiVincenzo. Leaves it off for Minai. He's going to go up for an easy dunk. They finally get an easy one in transition there. If the Timberwolves can survive this onslaught and get it to around single digits, they can get it to 10 or 8 going into the fourth. Well, 8 seconds to go here. As it's 12, SGA cutting through the defense, coming down the lane, and he gets the lefty layup to go. He gets the nice spin off the basket. And that's going to be the end of the quarter there, and SGA is hyped up. They cannot guard him. They got no answers for SGA here tonight. Okay, he's the day the Celtics blew out Toronto 125-71. Yeah, we can go through the box scores a little bit. Handful of games on tonight. Grizzlies playing the Suns right now. Does not matter for us. Cavs playing the Lakers. I would also like to see the Cavs play the Thunder. When does that game happen? I got to mark those on the calendar. Those are games I want to do, for sure. For sure. Evan Mobley's got 9. Mitchell's got 9. Nice. Equal scoring across the board, but the Lakers are keeping up. Lakers are keeping up. Bringing in Dorian Finney-Smith off the bench. Yes, sir. Shake Milton they're bringing in off the bench. Okay. On with Dalton Connect. No more Cam Reddish. No more Cam Reddish. Austin Reeves continues to hoop, though. LeBron's hooping. Davis is hooping. This might be a good game, too. This was another option that we could have watched tonight. But I'm happy with the game we chose. Very happy. Celtics absolutely destroyed the Raptors. The Raptors had nobody out there. Bucks beat the Pacers. It's a solid win for the Bucks. Spurs beat the Clippers by a lot. Blew them out. What did Wemby have? 10 for 18, 27, 9 boards, 5 assists, 3 blocks. Average game for Wemby. Literally average. These are around his averages. RPX with a super chat. My goodness, the generosity. I appreciate you, RPX. RPX said, Happy New Year, miente. Good things to you and yours, Big Sheffy. These are the good times for the Knicks Nation. What's up, Jose from NYC? Appreciate you, RPX. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your generosity here tonight. All right, let's get back to the game. Let's see what Minnesota can do. See what they can do here. Fourth quarter, 12 more minutes of basketball, down 12. SGA on the bench. What do you got? J-Dub driving it down, puts it up, can't get it to go over Reed. Naj Reed with the rebound, he's bringing it down. Hands it off to Conley. Conley up top, being guarded by J-Dub, directing traffic. Gets it over to Reed. Reed coming to his right, putting his head down, driving. Gets the righty layup to go. Big stretch here with SGA on the bench. Can they close the gap here? RPX, I don't know why they're giving you this black color, my brother. I got to change it. I got to find a way to change it. J-Dub on the right wing for 3 off the screen. Can't get it to go. Way off. Edwards with the rebound. Quick hit ahead to DiVincenzo. Throws it over to Reed. Reed on the right wing. They leave him. Now he's got A.J. Mitchell, the rookie, on him. Big size advantage. Stops, leans in, and they grab him. They call the foul. (25-26) said, what would Randall be without ISO? I don't know, man, but he's a good isolation player. He does it way too much, relies on it way too much, but he's a good isolation player. Part of the reason why he goes to it a lot is because he's just bigger and stronger than everybody, and it works for him. As Naj Reed spots up for a straightaway 3 off the Randall handoff, gets it to go. Big shot for Naj Reed. They're going to need him here. Back to a single-digit game. They got to come up with some defensive stops. Up top to Dort. Dort being guarded by DiVincenzo. Crosses over to his right. A mid-range pull-up jumper. That's a shot you want Lou Dort taking. Misses it. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Has it up top. Coming to his left. Dancing with it. Being guarded by J-Dub. Anthony Edwards looking to attack. Step back. Baseline fall-away jumper. Too long. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Randall chases it down. In the corner. Conley. Wide open right corner 3. Conley can't get it to go. Harnstein with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Harnstein hands it off to J-Dub. Coming to his left. Throws the lob to Harnstein. Goes up and he throws it down. And a foul. Come on, Naj Reed. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing? 10 minutes to go. Hattie, what's up, Hattie? Happy New Year, my man. Harnstein knocks down his and one free throw. Conley bringing it down against the rookie Mitchell. Conley has it up top. Gets it over to Reed. Reed's going to spot up left wing three. Wide open three. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. And here comes Mitchell bringing it down now. Mitchell blowing past the defense. Hands it off to Dort. Dort over to Harnstein. Harnstein in the high post. Looking to get it to somebody. Hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub driving to his left. Throws the lob to Harnstein again. Harnstein catches. Can't get the finish to go. Fouled by DiVincenzo. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Harnstein at the foul line for 2 free throws. OKC already leading by 12. Now 13 as Harnstein knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Harnstein rattles in both free throws. And it's a 14-point lead for the Thunder with SGA on the bench. And they haven't really been able to dig into it. DiVincenzo driving it down, kicks it out to Edwards. They swing it up top to Conley. Conley driving it down, draws the foul, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws there. This is doesn't look likely for Minnesota here tonight. That third quarter of doom destroyed the Timberwolves and their confidence. OKC turned up the defensive pressure out on the perimeter, and Minnesota had no answers. And that might be the blueprint to beating Minnesota. Part of the reason why they haven't been very successful this year is they just don't have the perimeter ball handlers. They don't have the offensive outlet. They don't have the spacing that they did last year. Defenses are able to crowd Anthony Edwards and just take the ball out of his hands the way OKC did tonight. Conley knocks down both of his free throws. You get it over to Harnstein up top, being guarded by Gobert. Quick crossover to his right, going right into Gobert, and gets fouled by Gobert. A little push in the back, sending Harnstein back to the foul line for 2 free throws. So Harnstein's back to the foul line for 2 free throws. Harnstein knocks down a free throw. Got another one coming. Harnstein, 2 for 2 from the foul line. Back up to 14. Not looking likely for the Wolves here. They're incapable of chipping away at this lead right now. Conley bringing it down. Good screen from Naz Reid. Frees up Conley. Leaves it off for Gobert. Kicks it in the corner to DiVincenzo. He pump fakes. He's driving it down along the baseline. Kicks it out to Edwards. He ends up with an open 3 straight away. Splashes it. Great ball movement. Not settling for a good shot. Working it around to get a great shot from their best player. He was able to knock it down. Dort attacking to his left, leaves it off for Harnstein, almost lost it, able to recover it, shovels it back to Dort. They swing it over to J-Dub, pump fakes, driving to his left, spins, kicks it in the corner to a wide open Aaron Wiggins, who knocks down a left corner 3. And you want to talk about giving up good shots for great shots? OKC responding right back with a possession of their own there. Edwards has it up top, swings it over to DiVincenzo, pump fakes, driving to his right, kicks it out to Reed. Reed, he's driving to his right. He's putting his head down, going up against Harnstein, can't get the layup to go, but Gobert right there for the offensive rebound and put back dunk. About 8:20 to go here. Mitchell has it up top, gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein. Good to now defense from Edwards. Can't get it to J-Dub. Now hits Aaron Wiggins cutting back door. A beautiful pass from Harnstein. My goodness, he is carving up this Minnesota defense right now. He is carving them up. Edwards has it up top, being guarded by J-Dub. Coming to his left. Now coming to his right. Now coming to his left. They're showing two defenders. He picks his dribble up, gets it over to Reed. Reed off the movement, attacking, leans right in. Dort takes a fall, flopping, trying to get the call. Doesn't get it. And Naj Reed lays it up and in. And Mark Dagnall's going to call a timeout. Probably going to give the refs a little bit of an earful there. Looking for a charge call for his guard. (101-89) with 7:40 to go. It's not looking likely for the Wolves here. Not looking likely. (25-26). I could say something about New York sports as a fan that would piss off other New York fans. Minnesota has about a minute and a half of game time to get back into this one. If they can't, we're gonna call it a little bit early, because they look lost out there, man. They look lost out there. We'll go to about 6 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes of game time. If Minnesota can't crack this OKC defense, is over. Is over. Checking back into the game here. McDaniels with 4 points, Randall with 11. Edwards with 18, Conley with 16, Alexander Walker with 8, Naj Reed with 15, SGA with 34. My goodness. Kenrich Williams attacking Gobert, fall away jumper, airballs it, but Dort chases it down. It's a shot clock violation. A little over 7 minutes to go. It's still a 12-point lead for OKC. The issue is not the defense for Minnesota. The issue is that the Thunder turned up the defense and the Minnesota offense had no answers. Edwards has it up top. They showed double team. They get it out of Edwards' hands, forcing other guys to make plays, and they got no answers. To kick it out to DiVincenzo on the right wing. DiVincenzo being guarded by SGA, who's checked back in. He steps back, pump fake, throws it up at the basket. SGA does a good job of getting out of the way, not allowing DiVincenzo to lean in to draw that foul. And I came in to watch a DiVincenzo masterclass. We have not gotten it. Where are you, Devo? Where are you? Still a 12-point game. J-Dub has it up top, attacking to his right. Minnesota defense loses track of him and kicks it in the corner to Kenrich Williams, who tosses up another air ball. DiVincenzo getting down and running. Over to Naj Reed, going down, gets the layup to go. Okay, Minnesota. They got it to 10. Can they get it to within single digits? Approaching the halfway point here in the fourth quarter. SGA up top coming to his left. Stopping. Pop up. Can't get it to go. Foul line jumper. Gobert with the rebound. Here comes Edwards. Edwards bringing it down. Coming to his left. And dribbles it off the foot of Kenrich Williams. Here comes Lou Dort. Up top to SGA. Good job by Minnesota to get back on defense. SGA swings it over to Mitchell. The rookie for a three over Naj Reid comes up short. Edwards with the rebound. Quick hit ahead to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo bringing it down. Gets it over to Reid. Reid on the left wing, backing down. A.J. Mitchell leaning in. He takes a fall. No look pass inside to Gobert who gets fouled. You got to put that in, Gobert. Little touch foul on Gobert, but he misses the layup. You got to get that free. You got to get that layup to go, Rudy. And OKC is 101 points. Kinahara, what's up, Kinahara? Happy New Year, my man. Happy New Year. Gobert at the foul line for 2 free throws. I think OKC is very comfortable with Gobert at the foul line, man. Does knock down the first one, though. He's got one more coming. Hartenstein checking back in. Gobert knocked down the first one. Not a consistent free throw shooter, but he does knock down the second one, getting both of them to go. There you go, Rudy. Now Lou Dort bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Naj Reid. Gets it over to Hartenstein, being guarded by Gobert. Coming to his right, hands it off to J-Dub, being guarded by DiVincenzo. He slips and falls. DiVincenzo dives on top of him. And then they call a foul on DiVincenzo. They're going to say he pulled J-Dub down when he slipped and fell. Cason Wallace is going to inbound it. No challenge for Minnesota. Interesting. Would have been a decent challenge. SGA, a fall-away baseline jumper over Gobert, gets it to go. And a timeout from Minnesota again. 5:20 to go. Looking unlikely. They're going to have their opportunities. It's a 10-point game. But it's looking unlikely here, man. SGA has been unstoppable here tonight. Doug Fresh, what's up, Doug? Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year. With 5:20 to go, it's time winding down with Minnesota, but they just don't have any fluidity going for them right now, man. They got no fluidity going for them. With all of the perimeter defenders that OKC could throw at you, they're just throwing 2 defenders onto Anthony Edwards, forcing the ball out of his hands. And then outside of Anthony Edwards, they don't have other ball handlers. And then outside of ball handlers, they don't have good decision makers. You got Randall, not a good decision maker. You got McDaniels, not a good decision maker. You got Gobert, not a good decision maker. Naj Reid is an okay decision maker, but for the most part, he's looking to get to the basket and score. Outside of that, if you're looking at him to make, good quality extra passes, it's not really something he's comfortable doing. DiVincenzo similarly, but also those guys aren't comfortable ball handlers. So they're forcing the ball out of Anthony Edwards' hands and saying, okay, everybody else beat us. What can y'all do? And all they did in that third quarter was turnover after turnover after turnover after turnover. And of course, it was accompanied by fantastic defense from OKC. It wasn't just the incompetence of the Timberwolves players, but it was the excellent defense from OKC. Hayes said, I don't know, kickball. A kickball should have been called. I didn't see Devo foul. Bad luck. I didn't even see a kickball, to be honest. All right, here we go. We're checking back in. 5:20 to go. Gobert to the rim, blows it yet again. SGA bringing it down, another mid-range baseline pull-up jumper, airballs it. And then out of bounds off of J-Dub. 5 minutes to go. Michael Brown, what's up, Michael? DiVincenzo has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Coming to right up the Edwards screen. Stops, pump fakes, up top to Edwards. Edwards, splitting the pick and roll. Hero steps down the lane, kicks it out. They swing it over to Devo, catches, pump fakes, driving it down, extra pass. Edwards, right corner three, airballs it. You got to take that shot, DiVincenzo. You can't pump fake out of that. J-Dub driving it down on Naj Reid, puts up the floater way off. Gobert with the rebound, out to Edwards. Edwards bringing it down. Over to McDaniels, a left wing three in transition, knocks it down. Okay. Here comes Minnesota, okay. 4:30 to go. J-Dub has it up top, gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein gets it over to SGA. SGA being guarded by DiVincenzo. Driving to his right. Stops. Gets it over to J-Dub. Driving to his left on McDaniels. Kicks it out to Lou Dort. Lou Dort being guarded by Naj Reid. Pump fakes. Driving to his right. Stops. Leans back. Gets blocked by Gobert. Shot clock violation. Good defense from Minnesota. Keeping them in the game right now. 4 minutes to go. And a timeout from the Thunder. These timeouts are killing the pace of this game, man. Let's go, man. Let's play basketball. We're towards the end of the game. Too many timeouts. Too many timeouts. Keno Hart said, if we had Gobert, I would be pulling my hair out. I already do when I bet him over points and rebounds. Yeah, Gobert's a rough watch offensively. He's a rough watch offensively, man. And then as he's getting older, he's declining defensively a little bit. He's still obviously a fantastic defender. Still one of the best in the league. But he's not what he used to be. And then the offense is just, it's rough. Can barely catch the ball. Can't make layups even though he's like 7'2". It's rough. It's rough. Doug Fresh said, we're coming for all these West Coast teams. Won't be easy, but we will be ready. Let's go, Knicks. Yeah, the January schedule is going to be rough. January schedule is a much rougher schedule than it was in December. We had the in-season tournament games that kind of gave you a break in between a lot of these games. But that January schedule is pretty much every other day. It's pretty much every other day. And then about a week into January, we got another back-to-back on-the-road situation. So, not an easy schedule in January at all. Big test for the Knicks. DiVincenzo bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. DiVincenzo coming to his left off the read screen. A dribble pull-up straightaway three, a deep one. Nothing but net for Dante. Okay. Okay. A 4-point game, y'all. A 4-point game. Here comes Minnesota. SGA has it up top. Being guarded by McDaniels. Coming to his right off of Dort screen. SGA tried to split the pick and roll off of Naj Reid. Gets tripped up. Foul by Naj Reid. Naj Reid's mocking him, saying he was flopping. It's going to send him to the foul line. Still in the bonus. SGA misses another free throw, man. The free throws have not come back into play, but they might here. They might here. J-Dub's missed 3. SGA's now missed 2. SGA's a 90% free throw shooter. Does knock down the second one. Back to a 5-point game. DiVincenzo bringing it down. DiVincenzo has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Coming to his left off the read screen. Gets it over to Edwards. Edwards being guarded by J-Dub. Edwards says, get out of my way. I got to isolate. I don't want this double team. Now Gobert's going to come up, set the screen. They show 2. Behind the back. Coming to his right. Pulling it back. Over the top. McDaniels, right corner 3. Comes up short. Naj Reid with the offensive rebound. Steps through. Goes up. Gets the layup to go. Nice strong move from Naj Reid down low in the paint. Now a 3-point game. A 1-possession game. After all of that, a 1-possession game. SGA has it up top, attacking to his left, blown by McDaniels, slips and falls. Ball is loose. Naj Reid picks it up, but Cason Wallace gets it back. Down low to Harnstein. You got to pick that ball up. And the Wolves trying to push it the other way quickly. Gets it over to Edwards. Edwards coming to his left. Dancing against Cason Wallace. Come through the lane. Flips it up at the basket. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. J-Dub has it. Quick outlet to SGA. SGA bringing it down. Driving to his left. Kicks it out to J-Dub. On the left wing, they're going to wind down as much clock as they can. 2:30 to go here in the game. Thunder with a 5-point lead. Harnstein has it up top. Gets it out to Wallace. Wallace driving to his left on McDaniel. Stops. Pump fake. Kicks it out to Harnstein. Harnstein cross-court pass to Dort in the left corner. Puts it up over Gobert. Gobert daring him to shoot. And Dort in and out. Can't get it to go. Dort able to save it? No, he was out of bounds when he caught it. So the ball going to Minnesota. They catch a little bit of a break there with 2 minutes to go. DiVincenzo bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Coming to his right off the Edwards screen. Dancing with it, crosses over to his left, driving it down, gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Edwards. Edwards, 0 steps, draws the foul on Harnstein, can't get the floater to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 2 minutes to go. Edwards trying to make it a 3-point game again. Keenan Hart said, Naj Reid is excellent. He and Manny McDaniels are good. Need to lose Gobert and get some picks in the building. They can't lose Gobert. He's their whole defense. He's their whole defensive identity. They'd have to replace him with somebody somewhat comparable. And honestly, they had a decision to make between Gobert and Towns. They chose Towns because they figured they can get more out of him. But it seems like they got no other options after this team makeup right now. They're going to have to get real creative. "25-26 said, Boston isn't afraid of New York. What Boston needs to worry about is getting hit with the injury bug. True. True. I mean, they won the championship. Boston shouldn't and isn't afraid of anybody. The only thing they got to worry about is making sure Porzingis is healthy and nobody else deals with the injury this season. SGA driving it down, throws the lob over to J-Dub, catches, comes back down with it, kicked it back out to SGA, and he knocks down the relocation 3. And that is probably the final nail in the coffin for Minnesota here tonight. It's only 6, but they've really struggled to generate good looks offensively. Edwards driving, kicks it out. McDaniels, a 3, can't get it to go. DiVincenzo comes flying in for the rebound, kicks it out to Edwards, back to DiVincenzo. He pump fakes, driving to his right. Euro steps down the lane, leaves it off for Gobert, and Gobert can't hold on to it. And SGA hit ahead to J-Dub. And this one is pretty much over. SGA with a 40-point game tonight. J-Dub has it up top, being guarded by McDaniels. Driving to his left, out to SGA. Driving to his right. Puts up a high floater. Airballs the floater. Naj Reid with the rebound. A minute to go. You got to push. Naj Reid coming down. Has it on the left wing and taken right out of his hands by J-Dub. And he's going to go all the way and get an easy dunk out of it, and that's going to be it. 8-point game, a minute to go. We're going to call it there, y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming out tonight. I wish everybody a happy new year. I really do. 111-103. 8-point lead, under a minute to go. AP, appreciate everybody. Appreciate you, AP. Happy New Year. But we're going to call the game here. This is it. The Thunder with the steal and the throwdown. That's going to be pretty much the final nail in the coffin there. Keenan Hart, how did SGA do? 40 ball. They couldn't guard him at all. They couldn't guard him. He took everybody to school. McDaniels, Edwards, DiVincenzo. They had no answers. They had no answers. Outside of SGA, Minnesota played fantastic defense. They made it very difficult for everybody else. SGA put the team on his back offensively tonight, led them to the victory. At one point, Minnesota held a 12-point lead. But they couldn't hold on to it because SGA said, nah, I got it. But also the defense. The defense is really what turned the game around. Keenan Hart said, watch out for the Grizz. They're good. They are good. We named 6 teams who we said are probably title contenders this year. There's 2 that are dark horses. The 4 that are legit contenders, Boston, Cleveland, OKC, and Dallas. And the 2 dark horses I have are the Grizzlies and the Knicks. 6 teams that I think can legitimately compete for a championship this year. DiVincenzo driving it down, gets the lefty layup to go. 44 seconds. SGA driving it down through the lane, gets blocked by Edwards at the basket. Edwards bringing it down. Stops and pops a straightaway 3. Can't get it to go. That was a little bit of a Hail Mary shot, trying to get his team back into it. And that's going to be it, y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming out. I wish everybody a happy new year. 2025 is going to be a glorious year for basketball for New York. AB said Knicks behind a full game. Again, Boston got an easy opponent again. The Knicks are going to get an easy opponent in Utah, though, but then they got a tough one. OKC. We got to go all the way up to OKC to play this dangerous Thunder team. Part of the reason why we watched them tonight was to get a little bit of a scout on. I'm not going to lie, that defense is scary out on the perimeter. Knicks ball handlers have to be ready to go that night. They turned it up and absolutely dominated the Timberwolves. Forced turnover after turnover after turnover. AP said SGA is a good player. Same thing happened to the Clippers that happened with the Mavs. SGA knocked down both of his free throws, and that's going to be it. 113-105 with 20 seconds to go. I'm going to call it there, y'all. I'm going to go hang out for the rest of the night. We got about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes until the ball drops, until we get into the new year. So I'm going to sign off here. Appreciate everybody for coming out and hanging out with me, but that's going to be it. I'm going to wrap it up. I will see you guys tomorrow when the Knicks take on Utah on New Year's Day, 2025, the first game of 2025. We've got to start it off right. Hopefully the Knicks come out and handle business at home. We are back at the Garden finally. Well, that's going to be it, y'all. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. And remember, get a good night's sleep. Stay hydrated. And brush your teeth before bed. So I'm out, y'all. Bye.